Hey, dearly beloved, welcome to the Truth Channel. Today's subject is a very sensitive one, a very touchy one, a very profound and heavy one, and yet it is, again, a truth subject. The Lord has laid in my heart a very sensitive question that can a mother forget her child? Can a mother forget a baby? Think about that for a second. Ponder on that for a moment. The answer is yes, it is true. Let us hear what the Lord says in Isaiah. He said that can a mother forget her baby at her breast and have no compassion on the child she has born? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you in the palm of my hands. Your walls are ever before me. This is what the Lord says to Isaiah, that as well-meaning as the mother is to give birth to a child, through all or any circumstances, and after giving birth to this precious little helpless soul, human nature kicks in. In whatever circumstance, it may be influence of the devil, it may be through her own inhibitions and her own shortcomings or her own whatever circumstances, but anyway, they lead to a point where she would even forget the child, abandon the child, dump the child, leave the child, or even give the child away. That is a human flaw. That is a human nature, because we all go through circumstances that are even beyond our comprehension at times, beyond our understanding at times, beyond our will at times, beyond our power, beyond our human capability at times, that would lead us to even give up on what the Lord has given to us as a blessing. Give up on what the Lord has given to us as a destiny. Give up on what the Lord has given to us as a great blessing for our future, for our families, for our business, for our families, for our home, for our city, for our country, for our ministry, for our church. I can go on and on and on. And yet the Lord says here that even though that may happen, even though that could happen, or even though that has happened, yet I, the Lord, I will not forget you. I will not forget you. Remember that the Lord swears upon himself, swears on his word, and he swears by himself, and he said that I will not forget you. See, meaning perceive, meaning open your eyes, meaning have a look, meaning have the eyes of your understanding open to see that I have engraved you, meaning that I have forged you, meaning that I have written you and made sure that you are irreplaceable, made sure that you are irretraceable, made sure that you are make sure that he cannot be erased on the palm of my hands, and your walls are ever before me. This is what the Lord is saying to you this morning. This is what the Lord is saying to you this morning, that even though a well-meaning and loving mother may forget his dear precious child, yet I, the Lord, my love, my compassion goes way beyond that, further beyond that, deeper beyond that, wider than that, that even my compassion, remember the dictionary says that compassion is the deep care that you have for another person's suffering, or you are moved by the deep love that you have for another person's suffering. So remember, my dear friend, remember, my dearly beloved, that the Lord says that he will not forget you. He will not forget you. He's engraved you in the palm of his hands. So every time he sees his hands, he sees you. Every time he looks at his hands, he sees you. Every time he opens up his hands, he sees you. Every time he does something with his hands, he sees you. Remember that and know that the Lord loves you dearly and greatly. Love you too.